Hey everyone, this is Vicky from Valkyrie Tarot coming at you. It is May 3rd, and I am going to do something a little different today. We are going to do a Celtic cross for all of the singles out there that are currently in twin flame situations and separations. So instead of doing, like the divine masculine, divine feminine, we are just going to do general collective twin flame singles in separation. We're going to try it. We're going to see how this goes. We are set up in my bedroom, a different bedroom. Those of you that have been getting private things from me, you've been getting videos from my bedroom at my mom's house, but this is my bedroom. This is usually where I'm working on all my doctorate classes, but since it's the summer, I don't have anything. So here we go. Hopefully you guys like this. I know it's a little weird with the reflection of the table, but we're going to try and get through this together. Okay? That being said, let's get started. All right, so spirits and guardians come to me. Protect me from any negative influences and encase me in white light full of positivity, universal energy, and unconditional love. This is for singles currently in separation from their twin flame. Answers for the journey ahead. All right, here we go. Ready? So, in the energy that you're in right now is of the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is all about carrying a burden and trying to see where it takes you, but the 10 is completion. So you are there. You are at the end of the road. You are done carrying this burden. What's blocking you is the Temperance card in reverse, Sagittarius energy. So this is someone who is actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this way so you guys can actually read it, hopefully. Temperance card is all about someone who's being impatient. They're not able to stop and smell the roses, Sagittarius energy. And it's all about not truly having balance yet between the spiritual side of oneself and the physical side of oneself, and not having balance between the 3D and the 5D, okay? In your subconscious mind, we have the Tower. So, that's kind of the energy that everybody's in right now. The Tower energy is all about change. It's dynamic. It's things that are out of our control. It's the universe forcing us through a door to make us change, okay? But whether it's a bad energy or a good energy, again, that's just perception for you. This is an energy that we need to be pushed through in order to cause change within ourselves, in order to move us along our spiritual journey. At the forefront, so at the top of your mind, is the World card, okay? So we have the World, and that is all about coming to completion. That's all about getting closure. It's all about a cycle ending, and it's also about travel and distance. So again, these two cards definitely represent, just kind of what's going on with everybody right now. But it could definitely feed into specific behaviors for one or both of you. You could be at a distance from your loved one. You could live in different countries. You could live in different states. You could not be able to travel because of the restrictions around you. And in general, it could just be everything that's happening for you guys that are singles right now on this twin flame journey. You're separated from your twin flame. You just want closure. You want to heal from this. You want this cycle to complete so that you can feel centered in yourself, okay? In the immediate past over here, we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is about, wanting to have an even give and take. It's about financial security. I'm trying to move this closer to see if you guys can see it better. And it's about having stability in a relationship. It's about having an even give and take in your relationship and wanting to give as much as you receive. Okay. In the immediate future, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about, generally feeling defeated from something. But when we see it in reverse, it's getting over that. It's learning how to heal from that and learning how to move forward. Okay, so this might mean that there is going to be communication coming forwards. If not, it's about self-healing. It's about putting the time in, you know, looking back, being nostalgic about all the good times, but also, you know, remembering the bad times, remembering why things kind of fell apart between the two of you, and learning from it, because everything in life is a learning experience. If you don't take it and have like a different perception about your life after it, then it was all for naught. You know what I mean? Sometimes those of us that are along this twin flame journey, you know, we have connections with soulmates, or we have connections with karmic partners that might be toxic. And it's so hard for many of us to differentiate between that toxic karmic partner and our twin flame, because our twin flame stirs up all of these negative emotions in us that have been hiding, that have been laced into our DNA, that have been laced into our upbringing and our perception of self. And being able to differentiate between being toxic or not toxic is so hard to do unless you put the work in, unless you step outside of yourself and try and rise above, give yourself an eagle's point of view, you know, see the forest for the trees, not the trees for the forest. You know what I mean? It's seeing it from a different scope. It's almost that hangman energy, you know, being able to see from a different perspective. Okay, so putting the work in, that is the immediate future for you guys. The energy that you're in right now, okay, the current energy is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this can be read two different ways. Obviously, a lot of us are out of work right now in the United States and around the globe. You know, there's been a lot of shutdowns, and it could be a financial insecurity, or it could just be you know, not being able to put the work or effort into this relationship because of everything that's going on. You know, we're stuck in our own houses, we're stuck in our own places, and we're not able to put the work or the effort into the relationship, so there may be a perceived lack of stability. Okay? The environment is the moon. Cancerian or Pisces energy. Excuse me, I'm going to have some coffee. So good. Okay. I'm a huge coffee fan, by the way, for those of you that don't know. Huge coffee fan. The moon is all about something being hidden. It's about fears. It's about not knowing the best way to go to get through a situation. And it's about needing to walk through the darkness in order to understand the light. Okay? We don't know light without darkness. You know, if you are religious people, you know that there was let there be light. You know, darkness was there before there was light, before there was the ability to see, you know. So it's understanding that sometimes we have to walk through the darkness in order to see the benefit of the light. Okay? And when we're talking about a twin flame journey, you know, the dark side of the soul, you know, it's the shadow self. It's about walking through our darkness and embracing our darkness and understanding that this is a necessary time for us to walk through in order for us to step confidently into the light, to grow, to be spiritually blessed, to, you know, to be more confident and be more, you know, charismatic, to step back into our power. You know, those of us that have walked through the light for so long and never really had to step into our dark side, it's a struggle. It is very hard. You know, it sends you into this melancholy state where, you know, you don't know, can I survive this? Why do I have to put up with this? Why do I have to deal with all of this negative energy? Why do I have to deal with this shame and this guilt and this frustration? Why? You're asking the wrong question. It's not why do I have to deal with all of this? It's why am I so lucky that I am being taught how to grow from this? How can I grow with this? Okay? It's just a shift of perception, again, with that Five of Swords in reverse, okay? Your hopes and fears are the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, you know, very good energy, Pisces energy. It's about an offer of emotion. So this is actually movement. So this is good. So for those of us that have kind of been in a stalemate, maybe we've been not talking, we've been in no communication, no contact. This is movement. This is an offer. This is a gift. Okay. This is tangible. It's very similar to, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, where it's a physical gift of stability. So this is a physical or emotional offer, rather, of, you know, commitment of some sort. So it could be an apology. It could be forgiveness. It could be an offer of friendship. Either way, it's a step forward towards healing. Okay. Overall outcome. Wow. We have the Four of Wands, which is, as you guys know, this is the twin flame card. This is stability. This is foundation. This is being able to build 4 walls and have a stable, outcome moving forwards. That's huge. It's beautiful. All right, let's get some confirmation. Underneath the deck, by the way, wow, we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. So that's about, trying to see things from a different perspective. Again, perception, all about perception here. All right. Can we get a clarification here for the Ten of Wands? Clarification for the Ten of Wands down here. What is this burden that all of the singles out there in a twin flame separation are having to work through? What is this Ten of Wands about? Two of Wands. Okay. So the Ten of Wands reflects the Two of Wands needing to make a choice. So there might have been a burden of making a choice, following the right path. Should you stay or should you go? Okay. And that's hard in this twin flame journey. Like, you're separated. Should you keep holding on or should you move on? And so many of us have hit that crossroad. It's like a crossroad, like, do I go left? Do I go right? Which road brings me back to them? Which road, leaves them behind? And can I leave them behind? So many of us, we've just kind of put ourselves into turmoil over this, this situation. And, so that's basically been the burden for many of you along this journey. So the Temperance card, it's in reverse. Okay. So this is a lack of balance. This is a lack of patience. Okay. A lack of healing. And that is being clarified by the star in the upright. Okay. I know it looks backwards for you guys. But the star is all about healing. The star is about spiritual growth. It's about having a wish come true. So Temperance, again, is about healing. It's a twin flame card, okay? It's the 2 cups coming together to manifest a future. The star is Aquarius energy, okay? So that might resonate with you guys. The importance is that the star is here to tell you that in order to maintain that balance, in order to move forward peacefully and with your soul intact and your soul moving forward and feeling healed and comfortable, you need to put the work in on yourself. You need to let yourself spiritually up level. You need to go grab that mushroom, Mario. For those of you that played Super Mario Brothers as a kid, you got to up level. You got to one up, okay? You got to let yourself do it. Those of you that are stuck in the dark, going through the dark right now, dark side of the soul, all of that, let yourself move forward. You need to embrace that darkness in order to see the light again, okay? Sorry, I need coffee again. I'm not awake. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but these days seem so much longer. And it's probably because we have nothing to do. All right. So in the subconscious, we are in the Tower moment here. Okay. So what's this Tower moment about? What's this Tower moment about? For all the singles in separation, what is this Tower moment in reference to? Scorpionic energy. What is the Tower in reference to? Can we get a clarification on the Tower? Come on. Can we get a clarification on the Tower? 9 of Wands. Okay, so 9 of Wands is all about trying to rev up for a final go. It's being exhausted. It's being worn out. This is the battle-forged, warrior. This is the person that has gone into battle numerous times, and each time they learn something new. Each time they have survived, but they are worn out. However, you will notice 9 of Wands to 10 of Wands. This is progression, okay? So the 9 of Wands is all about knowing that you have one more go at this if you want it, okay? What is this world about? So this is at the forefront. This is the focus of the watcher right now. This is the focus for the singles in separation. 6 of Cups, okay? Wanting closure, wanting travel, but the 6 of Cups is all about not only past life connections and nostalgia and someone from the past coming back, it's all about forgiveness as well. So the world at the forefront, of the mindset for those of you that are watching. You guys want closure. And closure doesn't always mean closing off a chapter and leaving this person behind. For some of you, it could just be forgiveness. Finding a way to forgive each other so you guys can heal from this. And maybe that forgiveness is what you guys need in order to move forward. Remember, the overall outcome over here is the Four of Wands. So that is the twin flame card. That is commitment, that is stability, that is structure, and that is, in some cases, it's a channel towards, a lifelong commitment for people. Okay, it's a spiritual commitment. All right. In the immediate past, we have the Six of Pentacles. What's the Six of Pentacles about? Even, give and take. What's the Six of Pentacles about for the watcher? Page of Wands. So a message in the past, okay? Pages are always messengers. Page of Wands, it's Sagittarius energy. So a message was given to your divine counterpart about wanting to have an even give and take, wanting to work at this. So there was a past message of, I know things are hard right now. Can we work on this? Can you meet me halfway? Can we try? Okay. In the future, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is healing. This is definitely moving forwards. It's learning from one's mistakes. What's this Five of Wands about? The Tower in reverse. Okay. So Scorpionic energy again. So we, in your subconscious, you're in this Tower energy, but up here in the future, it's learning how to adapt from that. Okay. You don't want to let this Tower completely crumble this relationship. Okay. So you're trying to work towards it. You're seeing this from a different perception, and you're understanding how, maybe your perception in the past, the subconscious of, I'm worn out. I don't know if I have what it takes to make this go through. Now you're seeing, if I do put the effort into this, I can stop the relationship from completely crumbling. I can put the effort in. I am able to see this from a different point of view. I am able to stop this twin flame dynamic from completely fizzing away if I put the right effort in. In fact, I'm going to ask for another card there. What is the effort that needs to be put in to maintain this relationship? What is the effort that needs to be put in to maintain this relationship? What does the singles that are watching, what does the watcher need to do? Page of Cups. Page of Cups, another page. So a message of forgiveness, a message of love, a message of affection. There needs to be a message. So you, the singles out there that this is resonating with, most likely you are the divine feminines in the situation, just given statistics of who watches these things. But most likely, whoever is watching this, in order to fix the breakdown in this relationship, in order to move forward with each other, in order to avoid the complete catastrophic breakdown of this relationship, in order to heal from it with that Star card, it's all about seeing things from a different point of view. Again, Hangman energy. But it's also about forgiveness. Making an offer. Okay? Making an offer. A message of affection. A message of an apology. A message of, I do still care about you. It's a small offer. It's a young offer. However, it's an offer. Okay? And we do have that actual physical offer. That movement up here with that Knight of Cups. All right, so in the current energies in the foundation, we have the Eight of Pentacles. What's this Eight of Pentacles about? What's it in reference to? Eight of Pentacles. What's it? Okay, we're getting two. We got two cards. Okay, so yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So I feel like the energy of this read right now, the reason the two of you are apart right now is because in the past, or something has influenced a lack of passion, not having a passionate new beginning, and an insecurity. Okay, the Queen of Wands is an insecure card when we see it in reverse. This is someone who doesn't feel pretty. This is someone who doesn't feel loved. This is someone who cannot follow her intuition. And there's just been a lack of passion, probably because there was no effort being put into this relationship, and Again, we had that the 6 of Wands. Wow, I am making up cards. The 6 of Pentacles was over here, okay? So in the past, there was this message of, in order to get the passion back, we need to have an even give and take. And perhaps this was the breakdown. This was the issue. There was an inability to put the effort into this relationship. Because there was no stability, there was no perceived effort or work being put into the relationship, the passion fizzled away. And somebody in this relationship started to feel insecure. And that insecurity probably led to just this domino effect of everything else. Okay, the moon. Being clarified by the devil card. I'm going to ask for another one. So the moon is the environment that you're in right now. Something is hidden. The devil in reverse is all about letting go of codependent behaviors. It's letting go of procrastinations, addictions. It's letting go of toxic behaviors and toxic, negative emotions. Okay. So this is actually healing. We see a really strong healing card. Now, remember, the devil is also about karmic bondage. Okay. It's a past life connection. It doesn't always have to be bad. Capricorn energy as well. It's not always bad. When we see it in reverse, this is a healing of that energy. So it might be a letting go in a separation. Currently, you guys are in a separation. This is the current environment that you're in. If you are not watching this for the right reasons, it won't resonate with you properly, okay? Again, this is for singles that are currently in separation, okay? So you are currently separated from your divine loved one, okay? What is this devil about? What's this healing that's happening? Again, this is all, a lot of healing is popping up here, but what's the devil in reverse about? What's the devil in reverse about? Yep, the Lovers, okay? It's letting go of toxic situations. It's letting go of negative behaviors and negative thought processes in order to come back together, okay? The Lovers, Gemini energy, wow. And I want you guys to notice that this right here, that whole line right there is the Higher Arcana. That means that this is universe driven. It is not personal. Like, no matter what you put into this effort wise as a person, this is still going to happen. This is the universe pushing you forward. Okay. Yes, you can put the time in over here and the effort in over here. Okay. Because this is all, personal. But anytime you see something that's driven by a higher arcana, especially like this World card right here, this is the universe telling you that there is a connection here. There is a past life connection here, and it is strong, and there is going to be forgiveness, and there is going to be a closure of this cycle. Okay? All right? Same thing down here. The Tower. The Tower is always universe driven. Okay? It's always spiritually driven. Whether you believe in whatever religion you want, or if you're just a spiritual being, it's universe driven. So at the subconscious of your mind is universe driven. At the forefront of your mind is universe driven. And in the environment that you're in right now is all universe driven. The world, the universe is going to deliver something to you. And it will most likely be coming soon. But this is healing. It's developing healing. It's letting go of toxic things. It's being able to move forward with love and affection. It's making a choice to move forward for you. Okay? So keep an eye out for that. All right. So now your hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Cups. Hopes and fears is the Knight of Cups. Hopes and fears is the Knight of Cups. So what's this about? 6 of Wands in reverse. So the 6 of Wands in reverse is about letting go of an ego. So this might be an apology coming forward. That's how I'm reading that. That's an apology coming forward from somebody. Can I get another clarification? Oh, we got 3. Okay. Death is an ending. So it could be an apology about ending this cycle right now, or it could be an apology and then an admittance of, I understand what I did wrong. I have grown from this. Okay. Because death, Scorpionic energy, is the Phoenix Rising card. It's all about letting go of the past and moving forward. Okay. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. So what this could actually be is an apology from your loved one coming forwards, because this is actually how they came out. And the apology could actually be something like, I'm sorry I was selfish. I'm sorry I closed off and I stopped talking to you. I needed to heal. I needed to grow. I needed to move forward and be able to be a better person for you. Okay, that's that message that I'm getting right there from those cards. And one can hope, right? Fingers crossed. All right, so the overall outcome up here, we have the Four of Wands. Can you tell me about this Four of Wands for the collective that's watching this, singles and separation? Can you tell me about this Four of Wands? Tell me about this Four of Wands. Eight of Swords. Okay, so there might be some anxiety about this. Can I get some more clarification for this Four of Wands? Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Stability. Four of Wands is ultimate stability. Four walls of a house. Four sides of a pyramid. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Karmically blessed. Again, those of you watching this, this is 100% a confirmation that the person that you are thinking about is your twin flame. And yes, you are going to have to go through some difficult times, but it is going to move forward and it is going to be positive. And there will be some anxiety. As we know, along the twin flame journey, there's always a little bit of anxiety. Is this going to work? Is this really right? Is this going to be my be-all, end-all, you know? But the confirmation coming from you, from the universe, is the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune doesn't mess around. And there you go. Six of Pentacles. Being able to find an even give and take. Being able to find balance in this relationship in order to move forward. Now, underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay? So keep in mind, Hierophant's all about traditional values, belief systems, following the norm. When we see it in reverse, it's about adapting. Okay? It might be following to the, or walking to the beat of your own drummer. It could also mean a non-traditional type of relationship in order to make this work. So keep that in mind. Okay? All right. Can I get some additional advice? Just two cards from the Lenormand here. Two cards from the Lenormand here for singles watching. It's 1, 2. All right. So we have the Whip and the Switch, which generally by itself is about pain. It's about being punished. And then we have the Man card. Okay, so this is about stability, strength, devotion. Okay, masculine energy. So I can read this two different ways. This can either be read as the divine masculine is really going through a tough time right now, and they have to, you know, grow, and they have to move forward. They have to go through their dark side of the soul, dark night of the soul. Sorry, and their shadow self, and either to move forward and be confident. Okay, because remember, we have the Ace of Hearts representing that man. Another way that it can be read, okay, is that after a lot of self-searching and a lot of, you know, internal work, this person is realizing that they are still passionate about you, and they are going to confidently move forward with you, okay? So the Switch and the Whip can obviously be read as passion as well. You know, take it as it resonates for some of you who might get a little frisky in the bedroom. As you can see here, the card, I don't know if you can actually see that with the glare. The card is actually the Jack of Clubs, which is the Page of Wands. If you're going to look at a traditional deck of cards, Page of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It's about movement. It's about coming in, moving towards passion. Okay, so there is movement here. There is healing here in this reading, and I think that this is actually a really positive reading looking forwards for many of you that are currently in separation. Okay, there's balance coming through it. There's definitely an acceptance of a past life connection between the two of you. There's an ability to see things from the other person's point of view. You know, there is change. There's movement through the darkness into the light, okay? Obviously, there's been a lack of confidence in the past and a breakdown in passion, but I think the way that you need to read this is it might not have been you. Twin flames mirror. You know what I mean? We all know that. So we mirror each other's, we reflect each other's work that needs to be done. So that's why it always feels like a roller coaster for us. And that's why it can sometimes, you know, in the 3D world, from people that are not used to the twin flame growth, You know, it can seem negative, it can seem toxic, but it's not always toxic. It's only toxic if you are unable to learn from your situation. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to get one more card here. It's an oracle card from the Magickal Spellcards, just for some advice, and then I'll read from it in the book. Those of you that might be a little bit more spiritual and might want to, you know, do some blessings on yourself, we shall see. Can we just get one card for the greater collective in regards to this separation? Beauty. I have a form which is divine. Allow what is within to shine. Okay, so the way I'm reading that is have confidence in yourself, have confidence in your abilities, and, you know, it's that Queen of Wands, basically. It's coming back into yourself and being able to move forward, and, you know, be confident about who you are. You know, take some time to pamper yourself, too. That's how I'm reading that. Okay. This is long, so bear with me. This deck comes with an awesome book, by the way. It's got things in here, and there's actually spells that you can do. I know you can't read that. I'm not Wiccan trained at all, so I try not to do spells because I really feel like people that are only trained in them should be doing them. But for those of you that might be interested, this is a beautiful deck, and you know, if you are Wiccan or believe in doing a little bit of magic, then by all means tread carefully. Okay, so what this book says for beauty: nearly everyone at one time or another had wished they were beautiful. Everyone is beautiful, and everyone has their own unique expression of beauty. However, the mythic power of a lovely face in desirable form is a very real source of power within our culture. It can have very unhealthy manifestations. With this spell, you will conjure forth true beauty that sleeps deep within you. The spell will help you feel beautiful, and as a result, you will radiate a kind of loveliness. Your inner beauty will blossom, and you will be like the light in the darkness. If this card has chosen you, the universe wants you to know that being beautiful is a natural outcome of believing in the beauty that already exists within you. It is about letting go of the critical gaze you may have developed, the stereotypes that surround us, and knowing that within you is beauty. This spell will reconnect your inner beauty with your outer self, thus reconnecting your inner and outer selves. You will look upon your own divine form with sincere love and respect. You will become beautiful by knowing that beauty is present within you and always will be. If you have chosen this spell, much love to you. You are ready to overcome feelings of not being good enough and to embrace that you are worthy, that you are beautiful, and that you are desirable. When you cast this spell, you will be harnessing the power of your own inner beauty. This will manifest on your face, in your body, and in the way that you treat yourself, and thus the way you treat others. Everyone is beautiful. We simply need to learn how to recognize and acknowledge this beauty, and then radiate it outwards into the world where others can behold it. This sets up a ripple effect, where other people begin to explore the beauty of the divine within their own form and face. The world is a better place when people celebrate their own beauty. This spell will more than help you on your way to recognizing your own. Okay, so that's really beautiful, pun intended. That's really beautiful message for some of you out there. Obviously, it came up in the reading here that there might have been an insecurity. Somebody might have felt that they weren't desirable. Somebody might have felt that they weren't good enough for their loved one in the past, okay? The one thing that I want you guys all to leave with is that hurt people, okay? And the only way to heal is to be able to transmute the energy that is being tossed at you, okay? When we are in a twin flame relationship, we are mirrors of each other, and sometimes it's so hard to differentiate our struggles from the other person's struggles, okay? And we feel the pain from both sides. We feel shame, we feel guilt, we feel desire, we feel need, you know? But sometimes it's not always us that is feeling it. We are just empathizing and almost absorbing our twins' energy, okay? For those of us that are divine feminines, it is our role in this journey to help them heal energetically through healing ourselves. Because when we are working through our own dark night of the soul, we are actually helping them work through theirs. Most importantly, what I want you guys to take home from this is that there is love here. This is truly a twin flame connection for you, those of you that it resonates with. Do your work on yourself in the meantime. Your loved one will come back at some point with this offer, and there will be a movement forward. There will be an offer of forgiveness, and you may be able to move forward with balance and stability. But it might be a long time coming, okay? It's not going to be tomorrow. I mean, it might be, but just know that this is a process, and it's going to take time to work through it. It's going to take time to trust each other again, and understand that if, arguments arise after this communication, let's say there is communication, if arguments arise after this, understand that it's not you, it's something that your twin flame is working through, and that's just how it's manifesting. They are putting it, again, they're kind of mirroring it onto you, because that is how the twin flame dynamic works. It's difficult, it's uncomfortable, but it takes strength, and it takes stepping into your own power to be able to navigate that, and be able to move forward, and be able to heal this connection and move forward towards ultimate union and reconciliation. For those of you that this resonated with, please like, share, and subscribe. I think that this was an amazing reading, and I'm hoping that it definitely, helps those of you along the journey heal and have faith that, your day will come some point in the future, but your divine masculine really needs to keep working through their own dark night of the soul before they are going to be ready to really commit and conform to what is needed in this relationship. Until then, work on your perception, work on your own healing, so that you can find balance within yourself, so that you can then find balance within this union. I wish you all the best. I hope to hear from you soon, and stay healthy. Deuces!